Hey, what's up guys? It's Sam from the Dune Center, and today what we have for you is a project to make your own DIY lava lamp. Of course, you can buy a lava lamp at the store or anything like that, but those can be hard to find, especially in times like these. So we can actually make a lava lamp of our own just using some of the stuff that we can find around the house. And by the end of this video, we'll actually be able to make a very cool lava lamp, just like this one, that will work in very simple steps and produce very cool results. Before we get into that, we're going to want to learn some of the things that actually go behind making the lava lamp itself and some of the properties that help the lava lamp exist. And some of those properties are density and hydrophobia. So let's learn about them. So the first major property that goes into making our DIY lava lamp, just like this one, is the property of density. And you can see this density through the fact that there are two substances in here. The one on the top is less dense than the one on the bottom, and they always stay like this. So we can see this pretty evidently through oil and water. Now the oil here, the one on the left, this one with the yellowish color, is less dense than the water. So the water, which is already on bottom, will stay on the bottom once we pour this in here. And you'll notice that even though maybe there's some bubbles that start to form at the bottom initially, all of this oil, once I pour it in, goes immediately to the top. And it sits right on top of the water. It never goes any further under, it never moves, it doesn't do anything like that. It stays there forever. So the other big property that goes along with this concept of density is the property of hydrophobia. And we need hydrophobic substances in order to make our lava lamp work. Oil is a hydrophobic substance because it does not like interacting with water. That's why it stays on top instead of blending together. And you can see, even if I move this knife around, the oil and water always stay separated. This oil and water will always stay on two separate levels and they will never blend together. Now, hydrophobic substances are unlike hydrophilic substances, which are substances that do blend well with water. One of the big examples of those is salt. So I'm going to take this salt right here and I'm just going to pour some into this cup of water. And I might pour a little heavy. And so you can see that salt goes into the water and you can see it sitting on the bottom, but once I take this knife and I start stirring it together, that salt is all but gone. And unlike the oil, which sits on separate levels, the salt completely blends because salt is hydrophilic to water. So now knowing the concepts of density and hydrophobia, we can get right into our DIY lava lamp. Alright, so before we get started on our lava lamp, we're going to want to need four major things, right? So we're going to need one, our water bottle. You're going to want to have about a third of the way full. If you have it a little more or a little less, that's okay. You're going to want some food coloring, so you can pick any color you want, it doesn't matter. I'm going to pick red, blue, and a little bit of green so I can make this a little cool purplish one. You're going to want some oil. I'm going to be using baby oil because it's clear, but you can use any type of oil you want. You can also use canola oil or anything like that. Doesn't matter. And then you're going to finally want some antacid or some Alka Seltzer tablets. And you can pick these up at the store if you don't have any, but let's get right to it. So the first thing you're going to do is take your bottle. Also, I didn't mention this before, but it's nice to have a clear bottle. This is an empty smart water bottle. You guys can grab any type of bottle you want that has a nice clear, and you want it preferably round so it has that nice lava lamp shape. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 drops of blue food coloring right in the top. You guys can see that's already making a little bit of an impact in there. Next, I'm going to take 2 drops of red. I'm going to put them in there as well. And then finally what I'm going to do is I'm going to give 1 drop of green. Now like I said, you guys can do whatever colors you want. It doesn't matter. I accidentally did 2 drops of green, but that's okay. So we're going to close this up. And then what we're going to do is just shake it up a little bit. Go like this. And you'll see I'm kind of having this darkish, purplish color. It's bad lighting right now, but it is a magenta purple. All right, so the next step we're going to do is grabbing our oil, and we're going to put some of our oil in there. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to kind of go at it with an angle a little bit. I'm going to hold this down, make sure I can get this right. So we're just going to start trickling this in here. And this might take a while, so I'll speed it up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our Alka Seltzer tablet. I just broke it off into a fragment. You can put the whole thing in there, or you can just put half, however you think is suitable for your bottle. I'm using about 3/4 right now. You can do the same thing. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to put it right in here, and then drop it, and you'll see it goes through the oil, and it's going to go down into the water. And what you're going to notice right now is it's starting to bubble. And once it starts bubbling, it's going to start shooting some of those dyed pieces of water back up, and you'll see it's bubbling and bubbling. And so these bubbles are just going to keep shooting up and going up. You can even see my Alka Seltzer trying to fight its way to the top here. So now what we can do is, I can't make it fully nighttime because it's not night here. We can do this, and we can shine our flashlight right behind, and we can see those bubbles going down right there. And so you guys might notice that it gets a little bit murky because of the Alka Seltzer. That's okay. Eventually the Alka Seltzer simmers and it fades away. And what you can do is you can keep this bottle nearby and keep a flashlight by it. And anytime you want to see this lava lamp go off again, you just need to drop another tablet in there, and boom, you will have your lava lamp keep going over and over and over again. And that's it. Thank you guys for joining me today. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves making this fun DIY lava lamp. I know I sure did. And make sure to stop by the Dune Center to check out more DIY activities and more fun stuff that you can do around the house. That's all the time we have for today, guys. So take care and have a good day.